A number of. There are a number of reasons why people go back to school. Academic. Students who have academic difficulties often drop out of college. Accessible. Public transportation should be accessible to people with disabilities. Accommodation. Employers should make accommodations for disabled employees. Accomplish. I work hard to accomplish my goals. Accrue. You can accrue interest when you open a savings account. Accused of. If you're accused of a crime, you should get a lawyer. Achievable. If a goal is achievable, you can reach it. Acid. Bacteria use sugar to make an acid which damages teeth. Acknowledge. Most colleges acknowledge that their student bodies should be diverse. Acquire. When you acquire a skill, you learn it. Acronym. In an acronym, each letter stands for a different word. Adapt. Sometimes it's hard to adapt to life in a new country. Add up. Small amounts of money add up over time. Adequate. If students are not making adequate progress, they may quit school. Adopt. People who can't have children can adopt a baby. Adulthood. When people reach adulthood, they usually start working. Affirm. The Bill of Rights affirms that the government's power is limited. Ageism. Because of ageism, some companies don't hire older workers. Aggressive. Aggressive people are angry and often fight with others. Aim. You should aim to save 15% of your income. Air. Trees release oxygen into the air. Although he was ill, he went to work. Amendment. Amendments are changes to the Constitution. Ample opportunity. We should give children ample opportunity to read. Analysis. An analysis of the data showed that many children are not proficient readers. Animal welfare. Don't treat animals badly if you care about animal welfare. Antibodies.
Your immune system produces antibodies that kill germs.
Anxiety. People who suffer from anxiety often feel worried. Appealing. A world in which robots do our work seems appealing. Appropriate. Children should read books that are appropriate for their age. Approximately. Approximately 75% of the world's water comes from trees. Artificial. If a food is artificial, it has a lot of chemicals in it. As long as. Bartering works well as long as you follow the rules. Assembly. Freedom of assembly is the right to come together and protest. Assess. Assess the value of the goods you want to barter. Assist. An accountant can assist you with your taxes. Associated with. Private child care is associated with many benefits. Assume. Jurors shouldn't assume the defendant is guilty. At no cost. When you get something at no cost, you get it for free. At once. Some people work several jobs at once. Attack. Bacteria can attack your teeth and cause cavities. Attractive. If something is attractive, people like it or want it. Automated. By 2030, 47% of jobs could become automated. Baby tooth. It is normal to lose your baby teeth. Bacteria. Everyone has bacteria in their bodies. Ban. Some cities ban plastic bags because they're not environmentally friendly. Barter. When people barter, they exchange goods or services. Basic need. The government should provide more funding for basic needs, like health care. Below grade level. Teachers give extra help to students who read below grade level. Beneficial. It's beneficial to exercise because it makes you healthier. Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights. Billionaire. He made a lot of money. In fact, he is a billionaire. Blind. People who are blind are not able to see. Browse. I browse ads online to look for deals. Budget. Create a budget to determine how much you're earning and spending. Capable. Robots are not capable of doing creative jobs. Capable of. Robots are not capable of doing creative jobs. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide pollutes the air. Carbon footprint. To reduce your carbon footprint, try driving less. Caregiver. Many caregivers work with children and seniors. Carry out. Robots can carry out repetitive tasks. Cavity. Dentists treat cavities in your teeth. CEO. The CEO is the company's leader. Chances are. If you try hard, chances are you'll succeed. Change hands. When you barter, no money changes hands. Chat. Some people volunteer to chat with seniors on the phone. Chemical. Certain chemical substances can contaminate your water. Chop down. We should stop chopping down so many trees. Circumstance. In certain circumstances, people don't get vaccinated. Civil. People fought for their rights in the civil rights movement. Civil rights movement. People fought for their rights in the civil rights movement. Clarify. The Bill of Rights clarifies the powers of the federal government. Climb the economic ladder. It's not easy to make money and climb the economic ladder. Cognitive ability. Solving problems helps children develop their cognitive abilities. Coin. A dime is a coin worth 10 cents. College credit. You can sometimes get college credit for work experience. Combat. It's important to combat social isolation. Commit. If you commit a crime, you could get arrested. Commit a crime. If you commit a crime, you could get arrested. Common. It's common for people to go to college in their 20s. Concede. Even meat lovers concede that factory farms are cruel. Concern. Many students have concerns about their academic progress. Confirm. Studies confirm the benefits of a healthy diet. Conflict. Children should learn to resolve conflicts effectively. Confusion. There is a lot of confusion about vaccines. Conscience. Your conscience is your sense of right and wrong. Conscious. The man hit his head, but was still conscious. The man hit his head, but was still conscious. Consequence. Bad dental care can have serious consequences. Conserve. Recycling helps conserve natural resources. Consumer. The gig economy benefits consumers. Contaminate. Germs can contaminate food and make people sick. Contamination. Food contamination happens when harmful substances get into food. Contractor. Independent contractors do short-term jobs for different clients. Convert. Trees convert carbon dioxide to oxygen. Convict someone of a crime. The jury convicted the defendant of the crime. Cooperative. Cooperative children get along well with their peers. Costly. Many people can't afford college because it's very costly. Cram. People shouldn't cram animals into small cages. Creative. Robots have not mastered creative or social skills. Criminal justice system. Jury trials are an important part of the criminal justice system. Crisis. The country is dealing with a terrible financial crisis. Critical. The first 5 years are a critical time in a child's development. Critique. Managers critique employees during performance reviews. Crowd. A crowd is a large group of people. Crucial. Trees are crucial to our survival. Cruel. It is cruel to leave a dog all day without water. Deadly disease. We need protection from deadly diseases. Deaf. People who are deaf are not able to hear. Decade. A decade is 10 years. Decent. It's hard to make a decent living when you do gig work. Decent. Most companies try to hire decent, hard-working people. Defendant. A defendant should only be convicted based on evidence. Defense. The defense tries to prove their client's innocence. Deficiency. If you have a deficiency, you don't have enough of something. Deliver. Some supermarkets deliver groceries to your home. Democracy. In a democracy, people vote for their leaders. Democratic. Voters have a say in the democratic system of government. Dental care. Good dental care keeps teeth healthy. Dental floss. Use dental floss to clean between your teeth. Deny. If you do something wrong, you shouldn't deny it. Deny. Some companies deny their employees benefits. Depends on. Your success in college depends on how hard you work. Depression. People who suffer from depression often feel sad. Deserve. People from all backgrounds deserve good career opportunities. Despite. They like living in the city despite the pollution. Determine. Determine if you have the skills required to reach a goal. Develop. Children develop different skills as they get older. Development. Good childcare has positive effects on children's development. Developmental delay. Many parents worry when children experience developmental delays. Dietary. Veganism is one dietary option you can choose. Dietitian. Dietitians help people eat healthy and lose weight. Disability. Some people have disabilities that limit what they're able to do. Disappear. Gig jobs aren't stable and can disappear at any time. Discrimination. Some companies won't hire older workers due to age discrimination. Discriminatory. Discriminatory laws are unfair to certain people. Disobedient. When children are disobedient, they don't listen to their parents. Disposable container. You throw away a disposable container after you use it. Dissatisfied. Dissatisfied clients are unhappy about the service they got. Diverse. A diverse workplace has many different kinds of employees. Diversity. Companies can increase diversity by hiring different kinds of people. Do-over. If you fail a course, you might have to do it over. Documented. If something is well documented, many reports have been written about it. Donate. Many people donate money to organizations that help sick people. Dream come true. The gig economy is a dream come true for consumers. Due to. Her success is due to the fact that she works hard. Dump. Trash gets dumped in landfills. Duration. The duration of a trip is how long it is. Economic. It's not easy to make money and climb the economic ladder. Economy. Many workers make a living in the gig economy these days. Effective. A reading program is effective when it improves reading skills. Effectively. If you communicate effectively, people understand you. Efficient. Robots are more efficient than humans. Election Day. People vote on Election Day. Eligible. Most U.S. citizens over the age of 18 are eligible to vote. Eliminate. Many people are eliminating meat from their diet. Employable. Lifelong learning makes you more employable. Enable. Home health aides enable seniors to keep living in their homes. Encourage. We should encourage people to plan for the future. Endanger. Smokers endanger themselves and the people around them. Enforce. The police enforce laws against speeding. Enlarge. If the text on your computer screen is too small, enlarge it. Enrich. Volunteers try to enrich the lives of housebound seniors. Ensure. Parents should ensure that their children visit a dentist regularly. Entrance ramp. Businesses should have entrance ramps for customers in wheelchairs. Environmentally. We should find environmentally friendly ways to deal with trash. Environmentally friendly. We should find environmentally friendly ways to deal with trash. Equal. Everybody should have equal rights in our society. Equality. Equality means that everyone has the same opportunities. Erosion. Trees prevent erosion by keeping soil in place. Essential. When something is essential, it is important. Estimate. Experts estimate that by 2060, robots will be able to do any task. Estimated. The estimated cost of food safety incidents is high. Ethnicity. Your ethnicity is your cultural background. Even though. Even though it was raining, they went on a camping trip. Every little bit counts. When you're trying to save money, every little bit counts. Every single one. Every single one of the senators voted for the bill. Exchange. You can exchange used children's clothes for toys. Exclude. A vegan diet excludes all animal products. Excuse. Many people try to excuse their bad behavior. Exhaust fumes. Cars release exhaust fumes into the air. Expand. When businesses expand, they grow. Expectation. When you barter, expectations should be clear. Face difficulties. New immigrants face many difficulties. Facility. Plastic bottles should be sent to recycling facilities. Factor. The low salary was a factor in her decision to quit her job. Factual support. Most rumors have no factual support. Fall behind. Children who don't read well often fall behind in school. Fall into a trap. Don't fall into a trap by taking out a loan you can't repay. Favor something over something else. Favor something. The government cannot favor one religion over others. Fear. Some parents have fears about group childcare. Fear. When people fear something, they feel scared. Feminism. Feminism means women should have the same rights as men. Field of study. One popular field of study in college is business. Filling. Dentists repair cavities with fillings. Finance. People who work in finance work with money. Financial. People struggle with saving money and financial planning. Fix up. Their car was very old, so they fixed it up. Floss. Floss every day to clean between your teeth. Fluoride toothpaste. Brush your teeth with fluoride toothpaste. Focus. Having a goal gives you something to focus on. Focus on. Having a goal gives you something to focus on. Focused. Older students are often more focused than younger students. Follow a procedure. Workers follow certain procedures to keep food safe. Follow our lead. If someone is successful, others should follow their lead. Follow your example. Teach your children to follow your example. For credit course. In order to graduate, you must take for-credit courses. Forest. There are many different trees in a forest. Format. Resumes should be written in the correct format. Founding Fathers. The Founding Fathers set up the U.S. government. Freedom of assembly. Freedom of assembly is the right to come together and protest. Freedom of religion. Freedom of religion is the right to practice any religion you choose. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is the right to express your opinions. Freedom of the press. Freedom of the press means journalists can criticize the government. Freely. All people should have the right to vote freely in elections. Fulfill. After you fulfill your course requirements, you can graduate. Fulfilled. Her new job makes her happier and more fulfilled. Function. Our bodies don't function very well without vitamins. Fund. Start a fund for your retirement early. Furthermore. He exercises a lot. Furthermore, he eats healthy food. He exercises a lot. Furthermore, he eats healthy food. Gap. There is a gap between the salaries of CEOs and their employees. Gas. Cattle release gases that contribute to global warming. Gasoline. Gasoline fumes from cars harm the environment. General population. Second-generation Americans have the same standard of living as the general population. Generation. The parents of second-generation Americans immigrated to the U.S. Generously. When someone gives generously, they give a lot. Germs. Your immune system defends your body against germs. Get ahead. To get ahead in his career, he took a training course. Get arrested. You can get arrested for stealing. Get back on track. Advisors help students with problems get back on track. Get by. If you have no savings, it's hard to get by. Get fired. If you get fired, you need to find a new job. Get hired. If a job interview goes well, you'll get hired. Get into. It can be hard to get into a good college. Get invited. If you get invited to a wedding, buy a gift. Get out of debt. One of your goals should be to get out of debt. Get rid of. Get rid of your debt as soon as you can. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated so that you won't get sick. Gig. A gig is a short-term job. Give up. Don't give up, even if your goal is difficult to achieve. Global. Exhaust fumes from cars contribute to global warming. Global warming. Fumes from cars contribute to global warming. Go one step further. A good employee always tries to go one step further. Go untreated. If cavities go untreated, you can lose your teeth. Go up. Rental prices go up every year in this city. Goal. I set a goal to find a better job. Goods. You can exchange goods like food or clothes. Guarantee. The Sixth Amendment guarantees defendants' rights to a jury trial. Guarantee. Jurors should be impartial, but there's no guarantee they will be. Jurors should be impartial, but there's no guarantee they will be. Guidance. Career counselors offer students guidance in applying for jobs. Guilt. Guilt is the feeling that you did something wrong. Guilty. The prosecution tries to prove that the defendant is guilty. Halfway there. If you believe you can succeed, you're already halfway there. Handle. Restaurant workers wear gloves when they handle food. Have a point. When people say technology creates jobs, they have a point. Have a say. Voting lets you have a say in how our government is run. Head for. In today's tough economy, many people are heading for unemployment. High-skill job. High-skill jobs usually pay better than other jobs. Highly contagious. If a disease is highly contagious, you can get it easily. Hold a job. To hold a job in technology, you need to be good with computers. Homeland. Immigrants leave their homeland to move to a new country. Hopefully. Hopefully, people who lose their jobs will find new ones. Housebound. People who are housebound often feel socially isolated. Housewife. Many married women used to be housewives and didn't work. However, her goal is to go to college. However, she can't afford it. Human. Humans eat food like meat and vegetables. Humane. It isn't humane to treat people and animals badly. I can't stress enough that you should save for retirement. Ideal. When conditions are ideal, they're perfect. Immune system. Your body's immune system protects you from diseases. Impact. A college degree can make a positive impact on your career. Impartial. Judges should be impartial and fair to both sides in a trial. Implement. It can take a long time to implement big changes. Importance. Many people understand the importance of voting. In addition, she speaks Portuguese. In addition, she speaks Spanish. In contrast to. In contrast to candy, vegetables are healthy to eat. In exchange for. In exchange for lower rent, students can do volunteer work. In order to. Many older students go to college in order to advance their careers. In particular. Debt is a big problem, in particular, credit card debt. In practice, it took many years before African American men could vote in practice. In return for. You can clean a house in return for a haircut. In spite of. They enjoyed the concert in spite of the crowds. In theory. In theory, voting is easy, but for some people it is difficult. In theory, voting is easy, but for some people it is difficult. In-service training. Many employees take in-service training courses at work. Incentive. When you give someone an incentive, they try harder. Incident. In food safety incidents, food becomes contaminated. Incinerator. Trash is often burned in incinerators. Income. Not all low-income clients can get bank loans. Increased. One benefit of his new position is the increased salary. Independent contractor. Independent contractors do short-term jobs for different clients. Individual. Some individuals enjoy school more than others. Ineffective. When something is ineffective, it doesn't work well. Infer. When you infer, you decide something is true based on evidence. Inform. Journalists inform the public about the government's actions. Inhale. We inhale oxygen that comes from trees. Innocence. The defense tries to prove the defendant's innocence. Innocent. Many defendants claim that they are innocent. Innovative. Innovative people come up with new and creative ideas. Instruct. Judges always instruct jurors not to discuss the case with anyone. Interest. You have to pay interest on money you borrow. Internship. College students often look for internships. Introduce. Some states have introduced laws to prevent people from voting. Introductory course. Introductory courses teach basic knowledge. Invent. People bartered before money was invented. Investigator. When food is contaminated, investigators try to find out why. Isolated. Socially isolated people feel they have no one to talk to. Isolated. Socially isolated people feel they have no one to talk to. Isolation. People of any age can feel lonely and experience social isolation. It goes without saying. It goes without saying that everyone should have equal rights. It's worth noting. It's worth noting that volunteers enjoy helping seniors. Job prospects. People with college degrees have better job prospects. Job satisfaction. Lifelong learning leads to more job satisfaction. Journalist. Journalists report the news. Juror. 12 jurors are selected to serve in a trial. Jury duty. U.S. citizens may be summoned for jury duty. Jury selection. During jury selection, lawyers choose jurors for the trial. Jury trial. In jury trials, ordinary citizens have to reach a verdict. Just like. Running is good exercise, just like swimming. Keep someone company. Keep home health aides help seniors and keep them company. Lack. Some students lack the preparation for college-level work. Landfill. Trash in landfills contaminates land and water. Last minute. Moving to a new country should not be a last-minute decision. Leading. A leading company is one of the most successful of its kind. Leaf. Trees release water through their leaves. Likewise. Schools should have entrance ramps. Likewise, schools should have entrance ramps. Likewise, buses should be limit. The cost of tuition limits the opportunities of people to go to college. Limit. There is no age limit for becoming the U.S. president. Limitation. Despite certain limitations, people with disabilities can live normal lives. Limited. If your income is limited, you should cut your expenses. Literacy. Literacy programs help children improve their reading skills. Loved ones. It's hard to live far away from your loved ones. Lower. You can lower your tuition if you test out of classes. Maintain. Restaurant workers must maintain good personal hygiene. Make a comeback. Measles is making a comeback in the United States. Make a name for yourself. Do you want to become famous and make a name for yourself? Make an accommodation. Employers should make accommodations for employees who have disabilities. Make an impact on. A college degree can make a positive impact on your career. Make do. Many people have very little money, but they make do. Make light of. He made light of losing his job, but we knew he was upset. Make sacrifices. Many parents make sacrifices to pay for their kids' education. Make sense. It makes sense to learn English if you live in the U.S. Make up. Women make up almost half the workforce. Make up your mind. She has to choose a college soon, but she can't make up her mind. Make waves. The new CEO isn't afraid to make waves and change the company. Manage. I always manage to get out of debt. Managerial skills. After he was promoted, he learned new managerial skills. Market. There's a large market for cell phones. Many people want them. Mass unemployment. When there's mass unemployment, many people don't have jobs. Master. To keep his job, he had to master computer skills. Material. Materials like paper, glass, and metal can be recycled. Maternity leave. Many employees go on maternity leave after they have babies. Measles. Measles is a deadly disease that used to kill many people. Measurable. If something is measurable, you can find out its size or amount. Measure. Try to measure your progress as you work towards your goal. Media. Media reports on most major trials. Meet a goal. You can meet your goals if you work hard. Middle-aged. It's hard for a middle-aged person to start a new career. Midlife. More and more people are returning to college in midlife. Minimum. A minimum wage job pays the lowest salary the law allows. Minimum wage job. A minimum wage job pays the lowest salary the law allows. Minority. A diverse workplace includes minorities. Misbehave. When children misbehave, they don't follow the rules. Miserable. Being unemployed can make you miserable. Mislead. Some children mislead their parents and lie to them. Misplace. It can be hard to find things you misplace. Miss out on. Children who don't go to group childcare miss out on its benefits. Mistreat. It's cruel to mistreat animals. Misunderstand. When instructions are clear, people don't misunderstand them. Misunderstanding. To avoid misunderstandings, put all your deals in writing. Model. Model good dental care for your children. Money well spent. Money investing in your education is money well spent. Monitor. Monitor your diet to stay healthy. More importantly. Bartering is fun. More importantly, it saves you money. Bartering is fun. More importantly, it saves you money. Moreover. It's too cold to go out. Moreover, it's raining. Musician. Musicians sing and play instruments. Myth. A myth is a story that many people believe, but isn't true. Natural. If a food is natural, it doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it. Natural resource. Wood is a natural resource that we should conserve. Neglect. Don't neglect your teeth. Network. You should network with people in your profession. Nevertheless. He likes his roommates. Nevertheless, he wants to move. No longer. Poll taxes are no longer legal in the United States. Nonetheless. She can't speak English well. Nonetheless, she can understand it. She can't speak English well. Nonetheless, she can understand it. Norm. When something is the norm, it's typical. Normally. Most children develop normally, even in low-quality childcare. Notice. You have to pay attention in order to notice things. Numerous. Numerous scientific studies prove that vaccines are safe. Nutrient. A nutrient is a chemical or food that helps people live and grow. Obtain. She studied hard to obtain her college degree. Obviously. He's a CEO. Obviously, he's successful. He's a CEO. Obviously, he's successful. Occur. Problems occur when people refuse to get vaccinated. Official. There is no official national religion in the United States. Offspring. Most parents try very hard to protect their offspring. Old-fashioned. Many elderly people wear old-fashioned clothes. On a regular basis. In childcare, children play together on a regular basis. Optimist. Optimists think good things are going to happen in the future. Outbreak. When there is an outbreak of a disease, many people get it. Outline. The Bill of Rights outlines Americans' freedoms. Overcharge. If a shop overcharges you, you pay too much. Overconsumption. Overconsumption happens when people use too much of something. Overestimate. If you overestimate how much you need, you buy too much. Overpopulation. When too many babies are born, overpopulation is a risk. Overreact. Some people overreact and get upset about small problems. Owe it to. Many second-generation Americans feel they owe it to their parents to succeed. Oxygen. Trees give us the oxygen we need to survive. Pair. Volunteers are often paired with housebound seniors. Panic. There's no need to panic about robots taking over the world. Participant. Participants in literacy programs practice reading skills. Patriotism. People feel patriotism when they love their country. Peer. Some children don't read at the same level as their peers. Perception. A common perception about young people is that they're always online. Permanent tooth. Losing your permanent teeth makes it hard to eat. Personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is important, so wash your hands often. Perspective. Your perspective is your point of view. Pessimist. Pessimists think bad things are going to happen in the future. Physician. Physicians treat sick and injured people. Pittance. Some people work hard, but are only paid a pittance. Place. We should place children's books in doctors' offices. Planet. We should pollute less to save the planet. Point of view. Your point of view is the way you see an issue. Politician. Mayors and senators are politicians. Poll tax. In the past, poll taxes prevented poor people from voting. Polling station. On election day, you can vote at a polling station. Pollute. When chemicals pollute the air, it's harder to breathe. Pollution. Trees help clean pollution from the air. Poorly. Some companies save money by paying their workers poorly. Pose. Food contamination poses a risk to your health. Pose a risk. Food contamination poses a risk to your health. Possession. Only barter with possessions you don't need. Potential. Find out about the potential risks before you become a vegan. Poverty. They live in poverty, so they can't afford to buy food. Power. The president has the power to make important decisions. Powerful. The U.S. president is one of the most powerful politicians. Powerless. If robots control the world, humans will be powerless. If robots control the world, humans will be powerless. Practice. You should practice good dental care. Practice. Do not support dangerous or cruel practices. Praise. Well-behaved children deserve praise. Prejudiced. Prejudiced employers don't usually hire minorities. Presence. The presence of dangerous substances in food can make you sick. Principal. A principal is the head of a school. Principle. A principle is an idea or a rule. Privacy. To protect your privacy, don't give strangers your personal information. Procedure. Workers follow certain procedures to keep food safe. Process. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, and this process cleans the air. Produce. Businesses often make money by producing things cheaply. Production. Contamination can happen at any time during food production. Productive. Employees are more productive when they're motivated. Professor. Professors teach and do research at universities. Proficient. If someone is proficient at something, they're good at it. Profitable. Profitable companies make more money than they spend. Project objective. Project objective is the goal of the project. Project outcome. Project outcomes are the expected results. Promote. If you learn new skills, your employer might promote you. Promptly. You should always arrive promptly for meetings. Properly. It's important to clean restaurant kitchens properly. Prosecution. The prosecution tries to prove that the defendant is guilty. Prospect. People with college degrees have better job prospects. Protection. Vaccines provide protection against diseases. Provide. The government should provide basic needs for every citizen. Punishment. At many schools, the punishment for cheating is failing the course. Put aside. Put aside money for things you want to buy. Put pressure on. Many parents put pressure on their children to succeed. Put someone in danger. Global warming puts animals and humans in danger. Qualifications. You need good qualifications to improve your job prospects. Quantity. A large quantity of ice cream got contaminated. Raise. Second-generation Americans are raised in the U.S. Range. More diverse teams have a wider range of ideas. Rare. Many diseases used to be common, but they're rare now. Ratio. Ratio explains the relationship between two numbers. Raw. Raw food is food that hasn't been cooked. Reach a verdict. At the end of a trial, the jury must reach a verdict. Realistic. It's not realistic to graduate in just 1 year. Reasonable. If an idea is reasonable, it makes sense. Recall. Companies should recall contaminated food before it's eaten. Recognize. Your immune system recognizes familiar germs. Recycle. When you recycle materials, you can use them again. Recycling. Many think recycling is good for the environment. Reflect. The stories in movies reflect our real lives. Refugee. People in danger often leave their homeland and become refugees. Regardless of. Anyone can attend college, regardless of their background. Register. You should register to vote before Election Day. Register to vote. You should register to vote before Election Day. Regularly. Teeth need to be cleaned regularly. Regulate. When the government regulates something, it controls it with rules. Relevant. Goals should always be relevant to your life. Remedial. You can take remedial classes to prepare for college-level work. Remove. It's important to remove dangerous chemicals from water. Repetitive. Repetitive tasks are tasks that you do over and over. Resolve. She wasn't able to resolve the problem.
Resolve a conflict.
Children should learn to resolve conflicts effectively. Resource. Wood is a natural resource that we should conserve. Respect. Managers should treat employees with respect. Respond. Caregivers should respond to problems quickly. Retire. Many people retire in their mid-60s. Retirement. Some people don't have enough money to get by in retirement. Reuse. Try to reuse what you own instead of buying new things. Rewarding. Sharing knowledge can be very rewarding. Rising. The rising cost of college tuition is a problem for many students. Root. The roots of trees absorb rain. Ruler. In a dictatorship, one ruler controls the whole country. Rumor. Rumors have no factual support. Run wild. Some children sit quietly in class but run wild during the break. Salaried employee. Most salaried employees get health insurance. Sanitation. Food handlers should practice good sanitation. Satisfaction. You can get a lot of satisfaction from helping others. Scarce. When food is scarce, it's hard to find. Seek. She's seeking a job as a receptionist. Selection. During jury selection, lawyers choose jurors for the trial. Senior. Seniors are people over the age of 65. Separate. Businesses must have separate bathrooms for people in wheelchairs. Seriously ill. If you are seriously ill, you should go to the hospital. Serve on a jury. When you serve on a jury, you must be impartial. Service dog. People who are blind often have service dogs that guide them. Service provider. In the gig economy, service providers don't make much money. Set a deadline. Set a deadline of 6 months to achieve your goal. Set a goal. I set a goal to find a better job. Set up. Set up a fund for emergencies. Shade. Trees provide shade from the sun. Shipment. The company delivered a shipment of phones to the store. Short on cash. Don't spend a lot if you're short on cash. Show promise. When someone shows promise, they are likely to succeed. Sign up. Students sign up for classes before the semester starts. Significant. Recycling has some significant drawbacks. Significantly. Graduation rates may rise significantly if students get more support. Similar. Similar to physicians, nurses work in hospitals. Similar to. Similar to physicians, nurses work in hospitals. Simply put. Simply put, freedom of speech means people can talk freely. Since. Some people can't work full-time since they are students. Slavery. Slavery ended after the South lost the Civil War. Society. In U.S. society, people think it's important to work hard. Soil. Tree roots stop soil from washing away in the rain. Sort. You have to sort disposable containers to recycle them. Source. A person's job is their source of income. Source of income. A person's job is their source of income. Specific. Specific instructions tell you exactly what to do. Speech. It can be hard for people with speech disabilities to communicate. Spoil. In hot weather, food spoils more quickly. Spread. Some diseases spread very quickly from person to person. Staff. Teachers are part of the staff of a school. Stage. Contamination can happen at any stage of food production. Stand for. USA stands for United States of America. Standard of living. Second-generation Americans have a higher standard of living than their parents. Stay alive. Humans need food and water to stay alive. Stay in place. When soil stays in place, you can grow things in it. Stimulated. It's important to stay both mentally and physically stimulated. Stress. I can't stress enough that you should save for retirement. Struggle. Many people struggle to save money. Student body. The student body of a school is all the students that go there. Substance. Substances like bacteria or chemicals can contaminate food. Successfully. After you complete all your courses successfully, you'll graduate. Suddenly. It's hard to stop working and suddenly have to study instead. Suffer from. Socially isolated people are more likely to suffer from health problems. Sufficient. To become a doctor, a high school diploma is not sufficient. Suitable. Relatives of the defendant are not suitable jury members. Summon. Before a jury trial, people are summoned for jury duty. Surface. Clean all surfaces that food touches in your kitchen. Survey. Researchers use surveys to learn more about different populations. Survival. Many animals rely on trees for survival. Survive. You need to make enough money to survive. Sustain. You can't sustain your career if you don't learn new skills. Take away from. The government shouldn't take power away from the people. Take part. People can take part in many programs for free. Take the plunge. Too many people are taking the plunge and becoming vegans. Tap water. Tap water is safe to drink in many places. Target population. Target population explains who a project is for. Technologically. Cars are getting more and more technologically advanced. Technologically advanced. Cars are getting more and more technologically advanced. Test out of. If you test out of a class, you don't have to take it. That's understandable. That's people don't like paying taxes. That's understandable. People don't like paying taxes. That's understandable. The Constitution. The Constitution describes the federal government and its powers. The elderly. In the past, the elderly usually retired in their mid-60s. The media. Media reports on most major trials. The poor. The government should provide free health care for the poor. The results speak for themselves. The results speak. Our program is a success. The results speak for themselves. The rich. The rich have more money, so they should pay higher taxes. The unemployed. The government should try to help the unemployed find jobs. Theory. In theory, voting is easy, but for some people it is difficult. In theory, voting is easy, but for some people it is difficult. There's no question that saving money can be hard. Thoroughly. Wash your hands thoroughly. Threat. Workers face the threat of unemployment when the economy is bad. Threaten. People threaten others to scare them. Through. You can hire a gig worker through an app on your phone. Throughout. You should learn new skills throughout your career. To a great extent. To a great extent, the role of women in society has changed. Tooth decay. The most common dental problem is tooth decay. Trade. Before you barter, figure out the details of your trade. Before you barter, figure out the details of your trade. Before money existed, people traded goods. Traditional. If the traditional solution doesn't work, try something more creative. Treat. Companies should treat their workers and customers well. Trend. Spending time online is a growing trend these days. Treat. Companies should treat their workers and customers well. Trend. Spending time online is a growing trend these days. Trendy. When something is trendy, many people are doing it. Typically. Young people are typically more active than old people. Unanimous. When a verdict is unanimous, all the jurors agree. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much robots can already do. Unemployable. People who can't use computers may soon become unemployable. Unexpected expense. A medical bill from an accident is an unexpected expense. Unpredictable. Her job is unpredictable because it changes all the time. Unreliable. Unreliable people are often late. Upcoming expense. Your monthly rent is an upcoming expense. Use to your advantage. You older students can use their experience to their advantage. Vaccine. Vaccines contain a dead or weak form of disease-causing germs. Vague. If a goal is too vague, you don't really know what it is. Valid. There is no valid reason to refuse to get vaccinated. Value. He believes in the value of hard work. Vegan. Vegans don't eat meat or dairy products. Veganism. Veganism is good for your health and the environment. Verbal skills. Children with good verbal skills know lots of words. Violence. Protests can sometimes lead to violence. Visually. Visually impaired people have trouble seeing clearly. Visually impaired. People who are visually impaired have trouble seeing clearly. Wash away. Big storms can wash away roads. Waste. Programs that help students are not a waste of money. Welfare. Don't treat animals badly if you care about animal welfare. Well-behaved. They have very quiet and well-behaved children. Well-documented. Well, if something is well documented, many reports have been written about it. What's more? My new job is interesting. What's more, it pays very well. Wheelchair. People who can't walk use wheelchairs to get around. Willing. Some people are willing to do physical labor. Workers' comp. Workers' comp is a benefit that many employees get. Workforce. The U.S. workforce has become much more diverse in recent years. Youth. People usually live with their parents in their youth.